a girl from Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe. What is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the VIP Lounge. I feel like I haven't spoken to you guys about something serious. Oh no, I'm lying. Girl, you're lying. Let's speak about the education system in Zimbabwe for people with specific needs. But anyway, I am here to tell you guys a little story. So it's gonna be lighthearted, a little outrageous. I hope you guys do find it as hilarious as I do because clearly it keeps on happening. So I just turned another year. I turned a plus one 20 final, and I'm super happy, super grateful because at some point in my life I didn't think that I would make it to this new chapter. So my age is actually the one that has brought me over here on this corner of the internet, and over the few years, or should I say these last couple of years, I've noticed that I've been constantly attracting younger men than me. And that is something that is quite unique. It's unique, it's interesting, because in my right mind, I don't think I would ever intentionally be with somebody that's younger than me. Not because there's anything wrong with that per se, but it's just a personal preference. I do believe that age is really just a number. It really just depends on how you present yourself, right? And given the way that I look, picture this to those that are visually impaired. I am 4'7". In other words, I am 1.47 meters tall, and I'm around 35 kilos, or 77 pounds. Some is there if you're now talking to my my friends in the US. So I'm between 70 and 77 pounds light. I am 4'7", and that's the picture that I'm trying to give you guys. I'm extremely petite and super short. So I don't know if it's my physical stature or it's actually my facial appearance, because I can't really look in the mirror and see whether I look my age or I look younger, but I do know that given my stature, there's some places that I need to pull out my ID and let people know that, hey, I'm actually of legal age to be here. So the first time that it happened, a guy that was younger than me was I want to get my facts right. Okay, so the first guy that ever crossed my path who was younger than me was that guy. You guys know him. I've given you guys a story time about him. If you know, you know. You can leave a comment down below. This guy was 2 years younger than me, and we got along despite the age difference. I never looked at our age difference. I felt like we did vibe really well. But I don't know, I just feel like it's something that I wouldn't choose. Not even when I'm under the influence, because I was highly intoxicated. Because I guess I just been exposed to societal beliefs that a man is supposed to be older, right? And for me personally, I would want somebody that's way older than me. I like an age gap that is, fair enough. And, okay, let's not go there. I was gonna give you guys my preferred age gap difference, but I think that's a little too personal. And besides, who am I to say I want a guy that's 4 years older than me? What if God has a different plan for me? So, anyways, moving on to the next um scenario. So I did date this guy for 3, 4 months, and the relationship ended. As you guys already know the story. And then the second guy to hit me up was actually 7 years younger than me. And at that time, I think I had just broken up with this first guy. And me and this second guy met on Instagram and just started talking and we exchanged numbers. In fact, he's the one who said, hey, here's my number, please text me. And I held on to that for a while. I think I only texted this guy like 2 weeks or 3 weeks later. So we get on talking. Mind you, we're talking almost every day on Instagram, getting to know each other. But the issue of the age doesn't come up. It only then came up when we started talking on the phone. And this guy revealed to me that he was 18 at that time and I was 25. I was like, what am I doing with this young man? And it started making sense as we got closer that, oh no, this guy is actually his age. I don't know if this is discriminatory or what, but there's a difference between a person who's 18 and a person who's 28 or 21. You can tell with their behavior that this person is this age. But with some people, you can't tell because you can come across somebody that's way older and still behave like somebody that's younger than your real age. And then there are also cases where you find someone a certain age. For lack of a better example, you can come across someone who's like 40, who's hanging out with 25-year-olds because of what's happening in that particular person's life. I think I'm actually a good example of that because I'm not in a relationship and I'm not in a rush to be in one or to get married. It's very easy and natural for me to be seen hanging out with 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds when I'm 29. Because a lot of women that are my age are either married or now have children or they're doing their life together. They're grinding in preparation for marriage and children. And as you guys know, I'm not trying to have no children. It's a personal choice, and I'm gonna keep it that way. And because I'm not trying to create my own family, marriage is something that I'm not in a hurry to get into. Even if I get married at 45, I'm still okay with that because the end goal for even getting married is companionship. And companionship is what I have with most of my friends. You guys get that right. So back to our mini Ben 10. Honestly, this guy was in a date, but he had the biggest crush on me, and at some point, he even opened up to me and said, hey, I know that it's never gonna happen, but you're one person that I would really want to smash. And I was just so shocked. I was like, what is it about me that makes you want getting hold with someone like me because in my head I'm thinking, okay, I'm 7 years older than you and I have a rare condition that a lot of people wouldn't want to be associated with when it comes to romantic stuff, right? Or even intimacy issues, right? So I was so surprised when I asked him, I was like, are you okay? I remember asking him and I was like, are you sure? I was like, are you okay? And like, yeah, I'm totally fine. I'm telling you the honest truth. Like I said, I know it's never gonna happen because you're not into me, but I wouldn't mind dating someone like you. I really like you and I wouldn't mind smashing you or even having a little girl or a little boy with you, having our own family. And when I asked him why, he then said to me, it's not even anything to do with your condition or the age difference that we have, but I just think you're an amazing person. You're kind, you're really sweet, and you're confident in who you are. And I like your sense of fashion. And for me, that was really important. It was such a special moment because when it comes to getting involved romantically with somebody, I always second guess myself. I always ask myself questions. Is this real? Is it gonna go somewhere beyond the talking stage or the honeymoon stage? Can I actually build something real and proper? And can someone actually like me for who I am? And here's somebody that I haven't even met in person. And I don't think we've even met up until this moment, and we've been friends for about 4 or 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. And this guy is so sweet, you guys. Like, it's so cute to have somebody that young be so interested in you. It's just like he really looks up to me, and he's always coming to me, asking for advice, and it makes me feel, it makes me feel important. It's just that the attraction there on my end isn't there, but who knows? Maybe if he was a little older, we could totally rock it, but nah, man. And then there was another incident where I went to perform somewhere, and this guy just randomly walked up to me and just started saying, "Hey, I wanna get to know you better. I wanna be your man. I just have this strong feeling of just liking you and loving you." That was a little creepy because how do you get the confidence or the guts to just walk up in front of someone and tell them that you love them and that you want to be with them? That's just really creepy, really crazy. And so that's the third situation. Then recently I also had someone tell me that if distance wasn't a barrier, they would definitely be with me and they wanna date me. And I said to them, well, it's distance and it's also the age difference. I don't know if your family would be okay with someone that's older than you because Zimbabweans are very particular about this, very judgmental. They have a lot to say about a woman being older than the guy. So we were just talking about it. This person is a friend, a very close friend of mine actually. And she just said to me, hey, over the years, the honest truth is, the very first day that I met you and I saw your vibe, I was just like, this girl is incredible. Obviously, I do want to make moves right there and then because I do want to freak you out or miss our friendship, but when I met you the very first time, I was like, this girl is just everything, and it has just made me love you even more over the years because I've grown to know you more and understand you more, and just seeing the person that you are in your element, whether you're working or it's just you being you without the work, without the school, you as a person, and if it wasn't an issue of the family being so critical, I would definitely walk up in my mom's place and say, Mom, this is your new daughter-in-law. Honestly, that was like the funniest moment ever because kind of playing Zimbabwean parents screaming and yelling and saying, what is this grandma doing here? And mind you, this guy is not even that young. He's only 2 years younger than I am. So if I really wanted, I think I would totally date this guy. But I think what really holds me back from dating is more to do with me feeling like I'm still trying to get used to the attention and also wanting to explore other things, Also trying to see what's out there beyond having the younger guys approach me. Because I know that at some point I'm obviously gonna get old, I'm obviously gonna start to age and look different, and I just wanna make sure that I interact and meet guys that are older than me and more mature. I don't know, I think it's a mental thing. I feel like men that are slightly older might be a bit more understanding and a bit more patient than the younger guys because it's very easy for a younger guy to easily get bored and replace you and do all sorts of things. So this is just my thinking and my beliefs, and I feel like the older guys have been through a lot, so they have a better understanding of what it means to love and fear the Lord, and they also know how to treat women right. They understand what it means to be a kind person than the younger guys. The younger guys just want to have fun and spend money and, just do things for the club. That's just my own thinking. I could be very wrong. You guys can tell me in the comments if what I'm saying is true, but that has been my experience because even the guy that I was telling you is 7 years younger than me was always talking about how he would want to rock up at parties and events with me and just be able to tell all of his friends that hey, look, this is my girl and she don't even look 7 years older than me, but she's older than me. And we cool. We cool. We rolling, we doing our thing, and life is great. So that has just been my overall experience with younger guys. I'm hoping to get more involved with the older guys and rest with these younger ones. I think I've experienced enough. I've seen a lot. I've seen what I needed to see. Now it's just time to explore with the other guys. And also, I'm not just looking at romantic situations. I'm also looking at friendships because I've also realized that I do have a lot of male friends, but they're younger than me. So I think it's probably also an issue that I went to college a bit late, so I came across more guys that are either younger than me or the exact same age as me. And I don't know if I would date a guy that's the same age as me. Probably that would be my starting point instead of dating somebody that's a whole year or 2 years younger than me. Probably from the same age onwards. My only fear is that hanging around someone that's the same age as me romantically might cause a bit of friction. When you're the same age, we probably hike more, so there's the need for that space to respect each other. But hey, who says you can't respect each other if you're the same age or if your age gap is only a year? But that's what I like to share with you guys. Let me know if you dated somebody younger than you or way older. Let me know what the age gap was like. And also let me know what your friendships are like with these different types of age gaps and how do you navigate within those types of friendships and relationships. Guys, that's it for this video. I like it deep and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!